Let's continue, right? So these are the two containers that we have, the card to vote. We look into this container last time, right? How this is the full, this is the, for the first one, and I just copied and pasted and make sure I change the content, right? And then give us the second one. This is the one to load. It looks long, right? But right now we know that when we tap on this, we need to go to the page where we should be able to see the entering the boot, right? And also another one to be able to see the results, right? So these are the two, but when we click on them, we need to see the page. But right now they are just containers, they are not clickable, right? So now for you to make it clickable or tappable, we need to, or for it to, we want to make it be able to respond to gestures, right? Gesture is, one gesture is like clicking on it. So when we tap on it, right, we need to make sure that this container will wrap it around a gesture detector, right? So we're going to wrap with widget just gesture detector, this one. All right, so now we are going to pass a function called on tap. On tap, if when they tap on it, something should happen. That's what it means, right? So we need to make sure that you wrap that container in a gesture detector. Right now, if we print it, right, if you click on it, I want to do debug print of enter boot tap. Okay, so this is the message that will show. Okay, so this is what we show. Let's run this thing. But because it's a debug print, it should show in the terminal. We are not expected to see it elsewhere, right? So let me click on this. Did I even refresh, restart system? Hot restart. On tap, you should be able to show the message inside. Let me do hot restart. See. So this is in a, we are starting all together, right? So gesture detector for which one? Enter boot tap. Oh, this is card view leaderboard. Oh, I set the, for the container that I say is, so is this one rather live result. You see, I click on it, enter boot is showing, right? I didn't do it for the enter boot. That was a mistake. This is enter live result. Enter live result tap. That's what was tapped. But we need to go and do the same thing for the card to vote, right? That's what I was tapping instead. So you need to go here, right? Click on this and make sure you wrap with widget. The widget that you need to select is gesture detector, and then on top of it, before the child, you need to add on tap, right? The void function. Currently we are going to add this comma, comma. So inside it, because it's a function, is everything inside should end with so the back print enter boot tap, right? So that's what we are showing right now. Okay, so let's also restart this, right? And I'm pressing on this, it shows enter boot tap. I click on this, enter live result tab. But when we click on it, we want to see two pages, right? Enter boot page, and then so we need to go and create. I'm going to the screens, right? Inside the screen there are pages, not the auth. We are going to the pages, and then we have home screen, right? So we have the vote screen and leader screen that we prepare here. Right now you have the home screen that we have currently. Let me go to the vote screen. Let's create something that's stateless widget for now. We are going to have boot screen, let's call it like that, and then we need to import data material, right? And this is going to be a screen as well, so we need to call it scaffold, because it's a screen as well, right? For the scaffold, we are going to just do the body, and inside the body we are going to center something for now as a placeholder, because we need to do something instead, how to navigate to this page, not using the navigator.context and things. So we have center, right? So inside the center we have a chart. Is going to be a text that says vote happens here. Okay, so the vote happens here. That's what we have. I need to the vote screen. Let me copy this and paste it inside the leaderboard screen, right? Control V to leaderboard screen. So I'm going to change the vote screen to something else, right? Control Shift L. So it's going to be leader board screen. Yeah, leaderboard screen, right? This one is going to show a center that says results update here. Okay, so let's see that in action, right? So what I need to create, so yeah, those two pages are okay, right? We want to navigate to them from the home screen. So what we want to do is that normally, right, when you click on this, you need to use navigator.content that we learn, but here we are not going to use that. We are going to actually now prepare the router. You see the router dot that, it is outside the pages. But let me close it. We are inside the outer router dot that. This is where we are going to prepare the various the various like a manager that will handle all the routing, all the movement from one page to another, from one speed to another in here, right? So what we are going to do, we are going to, we are going to import GoRouter. Is very important. So before that, we need to add it to, okay, so let's do, you can do it directly. So import package go underscore router, go underscore router dot that this is what we have. It will tell you that it's not in package, so you select this one, you say add go router to dependencies, and it will be adding it while we continue coding. Okay, so right now final, let's call it app router. We are writing a manager that will handle all routing in the system for us. So it's go router, right? So it has to come with okay, comma, yeah, it's a widget. So I'm going to open this up, right? This is not needed. Final, okay, final go router. Okay, so yeah, it's a semicolon instead. Okay, because it's a variable that we are assigning to that, right? And inside it we need to add the routes. The routes is going to be a list of screens, right? It's going to be a list of screens, so we'll be adding them here. But before that, we need to, okay, let's continue first. So we need to add the home screen, the first route. We need to register all the screens that we have inside this manager, and this manager will be the one to route them for us. So every screen that you have that you want to work with, you come and register them here. Then you'll be using this manager to be able to navigate and communicate throughout the system. So right now, the first one is going to be the home screen, right? So go route, right? Go route into brackets. Now we need to put a comma because yeah, you need to separate the next one from it. Inside it, we need the path that we need to follow. Let's do the home path. If you are into the web already, you know that this is kind of like, then we have a builder, right? Inside the builder, we have context state. That's what you do, and then we call it home screen, right? So our page was a home screen, so that's what I just selected, and it will be imported automatically. All right, so this is, so we have registered, we are done registering the first screen we have, right? Is the home screen, right? So that is / this thing, but I can do / home, right? So that we know that when you visit / home, then you are going to visit this screen. That's what we are going to tell the system. But telling the manager that if anyone visit the / home, the person needs to be sent to this particular screen that we have already over here, right? So now the next thing is we're going to register the other screen that we made right now. Copy. This is going to be the vote screen. For the vote screen, so I like putting things in line by line. So this is the part, this is the builder. Yes, so this one we are going to vote. If the person / vote, we need to send the person to vote screen, vote screen. So we need to import that here. So it has been imported. All right. So we need to do the same thing for the next one, which is live results screen. So we are basically simply so here the person visits results, right? So if the person visits results, we need to go to the results results screen. No, it's live results screen. What's the name that we call it? That page. That page. What was the name? No, not the alt page. Is what was the name? Leaderboard. It's a leaderboard screen, right? So we are going to write leaderboard screen instead, right? So this is what we are saying. If you visit the parties slash home, then we are going to save a home screen. If it's a slash vote, we are going to save that. But then this is the manager, so we need the entire app to know about this manager. We want the entire app to know about this manager, the routing manager. So for it to know, where do we enter the app? What's the entering point of the entire app? It's at the main dot that. So we need to go to the main dot that and then do some configurations there. Right now we are just saying material app, but because of we want to register a router manager, we need to override the default route context theme for material app, right? And rather use so we said material app dot router. That's what we need to install. So and then this one you see is showing this error, right? So instead of having home screen, we're going to go router config instead, right? And then we import our app router. Yes, it has been imported, right? So router config. So we are telling that it's material app dot router. We still have our title, right? And the bag listing is still false, right? And then we are saying that app router, right? Now, if someone enters the app, we need to be able to tell the person what is the first screen to save. We need to tell the person the first screen to save, right? That's what lead us into the before on top of the route inside the GoRouter, right? Inside the GoRouter on top of the route, I have something called a variable called initial location. The initial location, right, is going to be home because that's the first screen that we want to save. You see? So we are saying initial location among all these screens that we'll have, the initial screen, the initial location, the path should be a home. So when the person start the app, make sure you lead them to the home first. They should be on the home screen. You can change it to vote, you can change it to results. Let's see those things in action. Okay, now we've registered the manager on the entire app. I've registered the thing on the entire app. Now we need to go and then use it. Okay, so now let's go to the home screen, right? So enter boot. But instead of saying enter boot, we are going to navigate to navigate to vote page, right? We are going to navigate to that. How do you do that? Now that we have the Go router set, we are going to say contest dot push. Then we are pushing to vote screen, right? So let's see. So there's an error here because we need to do import the Go router thing here. We need to import the Go router. So now you see we are going to the vote screen. You see, remember this slash vote, right? Because that's what we said in the router. In the router, we say if you go to slash vote, we are going to the vote screen. That's what we are saving. If you go to slash result, we are going to just screen. So right now, the button is saying this button is to enter both, right? We are going to send them to slash vote, right? So when you tap on it, it's a gesture detector, right? We are saying when you tap on it, when you tap on this particular card, what happens is that we need to send the person to vote screen and we are pushing. I will explain the pushing and things soon. All right, so let's restart this. I think I need to restart the whole thing because I've already configured a lot of things. So I'm restarting. How to restart? Okay, so yeah, let's start. So I click on live results, right? I say live result tab. But if I go to enter boot, See what happens. Vote happens here. It's serving us that screen that we prepared, right? Because the vote screen, this is what we said, is going to just enter a center, and then it's able to send us to this particular page that says vote happens here. As simple as that, right? That's what we have now. Okay. Yep. We need to go back to the previous screen, right? I did push. So let me see if I do. Let me put the center in a safe area. Maybe something is safe area. Okay, the arrow did not come. Yes, so let's go back again. I'm doing hot restart to go back to my initial page. So you see, when it restarts, we are first serving this page, and when you click on any of them, so that's dot push, right? Um, a back arrow was supposed to show on that page, right? Dot push dot go, right? Let me do dot go and see. So for dot go, let's click on it. Still the back arrow did not come, maybe because I didn't set the up bar over there, but it's fine. So what was happening is that we were supposed to see an arrow at the top that will make the person return to the previous page, right? So we are going to the vote screen. So on the vote screen, we are supposed to let me add an up bar and see. Up bar, center title, center, no, it's up bar. So we go back to title is text widget that says vote screen. All right, let's run this. Let's go back and do push. And do push. Let me enter boot. See, and now that I've added the up bar, we have this back button showing and working now because I've added it. But so this arrow was supposed to come, but it didn't come because that page was not having an up bar for it to show. If you are doing dot push, right, that back arrow will help you to come back. If you do dot go, you are entirely removing the current page, and then you will not even see the next one. Let's hot restart everything. So I'm doing contest.go now. If I click on the enter boot, you see the arrow did not come. Vote screen, the back arrow did not come. But if you know that, okay, you don't want to replace the current page, you want to go and come back, you need to do dot push. That's how you come. I mean, so based on what you want to show, right? Dot go or dot push depends on how you want to set up your system. Right now it's going to be dot push because yeah, now I can go back easily. Okay, let's go and do the same thing for the leaderboard screen as well. So for the leaderboard screen, let's add, this is the body. Let's add up bar. So up bar, let's just add an empty up bar there, right? So for the purpose of the arrow, right? So let's restart and then go to home screen. So we've done that for the navigate to vote page. So we are going to the other one, this one too, we are going to remove this guy and do context dot push. What are we pushing to? Forward slash results, right? You don't use the name of them, but the name of the part that you wrote in the router manager, right? You remember the router manager. When we are doing dot push, these are the names that we are using. These are the paths that we are using. Dot vote slash vote, not writing the name of the screen directly. All right, because we have registered it universally, globally. Then whenever you press it, then I click on live result. Oh, I need to refresh this. When I click on live result, you see it goes to and then there's this back arrow that shows, right? So you go to enter boot. Boot happens here also shows, right? And then this one, so we click on this and results happen here. So we haven't prepared those screens yet, but I'm just telling you, showing you how we actually navigate through screens professionally, right? One way is using the GoRouter, and this is what I prefer personally, right? So context of push, yep. And then the other one too is also there for us to manage, right? Okay, I hope you'll be able to use the context from now on, and then you understand the procedure again. You have to have your screen, then you have a router file that where you register all the navigators, all the navigations and things. You can specify the initial location when the app starts, and then inside the route you create a list. Inside the list, right, you register the screens individually, state the path, and in the builder you add the screen. Everyone, for everyone on whose screen I register them, and that when you are done, you go to the main dot. That instead of just doing material app, you do material up dot router. Instead of having home here, you have router.config, and that manager that you registered, you just put it here, and then everything will be sorted, and then you can start using these keywords. um where is it? Pages, um context.push, context.result, context of whatever. You can use them here now, right?